Alright, so let's start with the first one, the first fix that we have. So before, when we had a gem and we were working on the settings on the under rail, let me go and make this stone smaller because the problem was happening when the stones were smaller. So we were getting the gallery rail inverted. So now once you select the gem and you get the gallery rail, as you can see now, because the gallery rail that I have actually as a style, it's too big, it's not creating anything. But now if I just reduce the thickness, I start to get the gallery rail. So before we were getting an inverted gallery rail, so now this is working much better. Now as you can see, the stone is behind. This is because my Rhino references, I have dynamic commands, recalculate the geometry on command N. So now everything looks much better. The same happens with the under bezel. So if I go too thick, as you can see, I'm not getting anything. But if I get back to the right dimensions, I get the gallery rail. Alright, so always keep in mind when you are using the gallery rail and the under bezel with obviously with the smaller stones, that you need to play with the thickness and the angle, all these settings to create a valid geometry. If you want to have a special one like this, you can do save as default style. Alright, so now I have it as a default style. So now this means that the next time that I can with a new gem and I make it smaller and I go to settings and I select an under bezel, I get the right geometry. Right, so this is something that we have been working on and something that it's important to keep in mind. Something that also many customers has been asking us is the chamfer in the bezel. So if I go to settings and I select the bezel, so now I have the chamfer toggle, so I can select the chamfer toggle and now I have a chamfer. If I want it without the dome, I can go like this and I can make the chamfer wider, right? So this is something that the people also was asking a lot for. So finally we got it in MatrixGold, right? So there we go. The next one is on the head. So this was something that we had to look a lot to be sure that we were doing the right thing. And before with the head, there was a problem that you were moving the angle, the X angle. There was a certain point where we couldn't go any farther. So there was always a space where we couldn't go up to head point. Alright, so we were missing just a few degrees. Now with this new update, you can go as far as you want. Of course that if you go too far, then you get in trouble, but I don't think that anyone will go so far. So I think that this is something that many people was looking for, and now we have achieved it. Now, in case that you want to play with the X and the Y, the only thing that you need to do is just unclick the both angles, and now we have the Y. So now we can go also in that direction. We can do it from here, where we will have more control, and with the X from here. Again, if I just click on both angles, now we control everything from the X angle. So I think that this is very neat, and these are little details, quality of life improvements that we call it, that I believe that for anyone using the head will improve and speed up their design process. So now I can go with the ghost mode, and before it wasn't working while we had the dynamic commands. So now you have a better visibility of your gem with the ghost mode while you are using the dynamic commands. So this is also something that customers were asking for, to have a better view on what is happening behind the scenes on your design. So now it's something that you can use now. So now I can see where the metal is getting in. So this is also something that we have been working on.